What's up guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're back again this week with another video for you. In today's video, we'll be making an object avoiding car. For this build, you'll need 4 of these wires. These wires have one side that are open and one side that has a pin on it. You'll need one ultrasonic sensor, like that, a screwdriver, a servo motor, a motor driver shield, an Arduino Uno, and a 12V battery. So I didn't have a 12V battery, so I'm using 2 9V batteries, but the least amount of voltage you need is 12 volt, and 4 gearbox motors. And the tires, you can use whatever tires you want. I got these tires with the servo motors. They have a special hook inside of them that connects onto this motor. And yeah, there'll be a link to everything in the description. And the code will be in the description as well. And let's get into today's build. In this project, we're going to be doing 3 checkpoints. The first is gathering all the materials, which we have done in the intro. The second thing is to get all the wiring done, which we're going to do right now. And the third step is putting everything together. So the second step, the wiring. For this, you'll need to curve every single wire like this, and we have this done. So now we have to do that for every single motor. So now the next step is to put the motor driver shield on top of the Arduino, and then you see this, you have to use the screwdriver to kind of screw the wires in. So we put the red one over here. Now that most of the wiring is done, so this is how you connect the wires. The pattern goes white, red, white, red, white, red, white, and red. The next step is to get your servo motor, and up here where it says servo 1, you just connect it on like this. The brown wire goes all the way on the left, the red one goes in the middle, and the yellow one goes all the way to the right. Just push it in to make sure it doesn't fall out. Give it a nice tug to see if it's good. And that's it for the servo motor. Now moving on to the ultrasonic sensor. For this you will need these 4 wires, and so you connect them on like this, and you connect them on like this. So right now it doesn't matter what sequence you connect them in because you haven't actually connected anything to the power source. So make sure they're all fitting in nicely. So now after you're done wiring up the ultrasonic sensor, the step is to look over here. So you see all on the left it says GND. The GND is the ground pin, which is right now the black wire. And up here there are 3 columns. Those are the GND, 5 volts, and the analog pins. So this middle area is a GND pin. The GND is the black wire, the eco pin is the gray wire, the trig pin is the white wire, and the 5 volts is the orange wire. Over here, you connect the GND to any of these 5 middle points. You connect your orange wire, which is the 5 volts, where it says 5 plus, right over here. And the analog pins, you connect the eco pin all the way over here on analog pin 0, and you connect the trig pin to analog pin number 1. So you need this type of cardboard to connect all the wheels on. It's a 3x8 piece of cardboard. So this is how everything's gonna end up going on. There's gonna be 4 motors. You can see how the motors are right now. They're going to be lined up like that. The motor driver shield and the Arduino goes all the way at the back. The servo motor and the ultrasonic sensor gets glued on like this and goes all the way at the front. This middle space is left for the batteries. Okay, so now let me explain some of the things I did. I just glued on these motors all the way down here. If you have a problem with the rotation of the motors, then keep in mind that you can always unscrew these things and rescrew them on. Because sometimes one wheel might be moving forward and the other one will be moving the other way. That's because this part might not be connected properly. Because I have my pattern like this. It's white at the top, and then white at the bottom. Red at the top, red at the bottom, and same thing for the other side. Over here I put some more pieces of cardboard because the walls in my house are kind of bumpy from the bottom, and then this thing can detect the top part of the wall, the flat part. And then this is all like I showed you before earlier. This is the analog pins, this is the motor driver shield board. Now it's time to upload the code and to see if the code works. So guys, this is it. The car is done. I'll tell you a few minor things that I changed in the car. So before I had the external power source with the battery going into here. Don't do that. That can corrupt the motor driver shield and essentially break it. So just connect the positive output pin right here and the negative output pin right here. This is GND on this side. If you're using a 9V battery, the black pin is the negative. So here's the switch. As soon as you touch this over here, the green LED turns on, which means the car is on. It's now time to test the car. So now we're gonna start the car in 3, 2, 1. The car detects that there's something in its way. It turns around. And it'll keep on turning towards the left because that's what's written in the code. Now swing forward, you put the piece of wood in front of it or whatever object is it, and it'll turn around, and it'll go there again. If you leave it for too long, your battery might run out, so I advise taking the battery out every now and then. It's always gonna avoid the thing that's in front of it as long as it's as wide as the sensors, and it's like at least 5 centimeters away from it. So that was it, the obstacle avoiding car. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. The code will be in the description, and the link to download the libraries will also be in the description. So be sure to check that out, and if you have any questions, just leave in the comments. I will definitely check those out.